Yo, what is up, folks? We're here, and we have more Chrono Odyssey content drops happening as we get closer towards Chrono Odyssey, hopefully coming out sometime this year. They said by the end of the year. We're still not really sure because we're not seeing any beta dates for a beta or anything coming out anytime soon. Hopefully after this PAX East coming up in Boston, they'll release some information, but not really sure. We're not getting any dates right now, so we're just getting more information and content drops from their Twitter team, posting random things on Twitter that nobody has any information when it comes to context. But we're gonna make some guesses, some wise guesses today from everything we're gonna see here. There's a 12-second video on their Twitter that has a bit of information in it in itself, because the person that was running their Twitter couldn't find the file. I swore I was ready to upload to X. Spent the whole day reorganizing my drive instead. Everyone's gonna have to wait. CM Jenny. So I'm guessing that's community manager Jenny. Community manager. I don't even know what I just said. Community manager Jenny. So taking a look at these, we're seeing here, like, first of all, they translated. Well, they have this stuff in English. So either the person running this is no, honestly, because first of all, this is in Korean, but this is in English. This is in English, showing that it's Chrono Odyssey, the folder, I guess, they have everything in. This is also in English. The Discord thing, the Steam thing, this is in English, and then this is in Korean. So we don't know what this is. They're not trying to show us what this is purposefully, of course. So they're hiding a lot of stuff. They just don't want us to show. They don't want us to show. They don't want to show us yet. Jesus, I couldn't get those words out. But in the background, you can see a lot of things back here. You can see the Chrono Odyssey logo. You can see the crossbow weapons that are in the game. This thing that's a duck over here that we're gonna see later. I don't even know why there's a duck in here, but it's a duck with hands, doing the the emoji, like I don't know what to call that, because I want to say ooh, but I don't think it's the ooh thing. We can see some character names in here: Alexios, Balder, and then the Dawn Hope settlement. So we're gonna go and take a look at some of these clips that we see in here. This one being one of the ones, I guess it's gonna be for an area that we're gonna be able to grind in the game. This I'm not gonna lie, I've seen some of these clips already, and they're kind of looking very dark and like dingy's probably not the best word, but they're looking kind of like dark and like apocalyptic, I guess would be the correct term for what this is, because like everything looks kind of just grayed and dim and like just not colorful like we'd expect to see from other games, like say Black Desert. The game is very colorful, the game is very bright, even in some of the more like dark and dingy areas. But let's go ahead and go forward to the next clip. This is the picture of the crossbow. So we're getting crossbows as a dual weapon apparently. I honestly don't like this because I've dealt with it in Throne of Liberty so far, and crossbows are just so toxic as a weapon, especially when it comes to PvP. But whatever. Let's go ahead and move forward. This is gonna be a town itself. Once again, it's looking very like just down. It's like it's not a lot of color in here. Like you see like the basic colors for like grass, mud, like the bricks and stuff, the wood, the like even the red looks kind of dim, and like I'm not sure if it's just what's this in? This is 1080p, right? This is 1080p. So like I don't know why it looks so dark, and let's go back a second. Like the colors just look so kind of dull. That's the word, dull. The colors look dull, and I'm not sure if this is like just because that's how the game is, because of the time period and the ambiance that it's supposed to be giving off, or that's just like how the game is, period. But yeah, let's go ahead and go to the next one. This one is I'm guessing that's the spot we're gonna be grinding on. This looks like a boss in the background. It's probably like some Wraith Queen or something like that. But it looks like we're gonna be grinding on. There's skeleton mobs. There looks like another Wraith mob right here with a shield. Some other mobs around the corner. We can see whatever this big thing here, probably like a bigger Wraith Knight or something like that. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump to the next one. This creepy thing with its like whole like stomach and spleen out. I don't know what this is. It says deprived up here. Oh, actually, they have title on all these, huh? Let's actually go. Wait, I'm going too far forward. I want information on this one that we went past. Dawn Slope Settlement, Deathless. Okay, so this is just Deathless, like the undead. Gotcha. Okay, so this is a deprived. I don't like the way this looks at all, but I'm guessing we're going to see a lot of this later on in the game. The feet kind of freak me out as well. Everything about this just freaks me out, really. Then we have the duck. But let's go back to the Devil's Notes, the Soroma Stronghold. So this is probably going to be like a dungeon or something, or like one of those open world dungeon areas you're going to be able to go into and grind for whatever reason that you're going to need to grind for drops, or like some specific quest line or something, or probably just like a bounty hunt or something like that. They said something like that in one of the previous dev notes that they put out, or not dev notes, but like just like their Twitter posts they put out talking about what people grinded on when it came to the betas. I mean the testings that they held, not betas. Okay, so we missed that right there. We were doing over the duck. We've seen this dragon before. I don't even know, this is a wyvern more than dragon, to be honest. Cool wyvern. Eltanius, I'm guessing is what its name is. Yeah, we've seen this thing many times before. This is what looks like a berserker facing him down. I'm saying the berserker here has one axe in his hand and one axe on his back. Maybe he has like one axe mode and a two axe mode. Like, I don't know what's going on with that there specifically, but we'll see when the game comes out, I guess. We have another character model here. I guess this is just showing like what the character looks like. Etheldrina? Is this like one of the story characters, I'm guessing? And there's information on what we were talking about before. It's just like flying through. Yeah, this is so this was about the most popular area for grinding during the past test was the Seroma Stronghold. I remember seeing that. And then we have this creepy thing, the flare. I don't like this at all. Once again, the colors are just so like dull. It doesn't seem like it fits the ambiance of the game from what we've seen so far. But I hate the way it looks. I just hate it. We have the First Breath Coast, which once again looks apocalyptic pretty much. It's probably one of those time slip things that they're talking about, the chrono Tector, I guess it's what it's called. It's gonna be used for to have us go through time and like fight on different periods of time. It's like probably one of the areas that's like pushed towards like the end game area. I don't even know what to think it is, to be honest. We're just kind of making assumptions here. And this is the frontier. I'm not sure what this is symbolizing. All we can see is like there's a bunch of warriors or soldiers in armor protecting, I guess, what would be their matriarch or their general or something like that. It looks like a lady up there. Not really sure. And we have Guyana, priestess probably. Not really sure her significance in person. We don't know anything about any of these characters, by the way. So we're just going ahead and go through this. We have Giotto. He looks like a wandering poet, to be honest. Probably like part bard. I don't know. He looks like he doesn't look like he's a serious character, but we might learn something different about him as the game comes out. This is one of the Guardians. We've seen this before. This duck again. I don't understand what this duck is like. I know it was the ooh thing. That's what it is. It's the ooh thing. The fingers. Yeah, that's. I don't even know. House Bay. I don't know. I want the end of this. House Baylor. Bayon. I don't know. We're gonna keep moving because like this. Okay, so we have houses are gonna be a thing, but are they gonna be like factions or what? Because like that's gonna be a cool thing if they have factions that you can join between the characters. So we have House Eldar as well, which is a stag. The Howling Pit, which I believe we saw in one of the videos recently when it came to the character fighting one of the mini bosses or boss of the game or a boss of the game. And then one of the basic images we've always seen. We have a labyrinth, which honestly, I love labyrinths in my MMOs. I love just like sprawling, open-ended, like wandering and killing mobs and searching for a way out. I love it. And then we have just a set of locations that are shown throughout the map. It's just showing like certain areas. We've seen this picture before already. This doesn't look like it's like captured in like a decent like. Is this 1080p for real? Like, is this the highest we can go? Like, this is bugging me out. I don't know why. It's just so weird because like it looks so dull. But maybe it's just from the resolution they uploaded it in. Maybe we'll get a better feeling for what that is later. This is the Magellan. I don't even know how to pronounce that, but this looks, like I said, the resolution does not do this justice. Maybe it's just the resolution that all these pictures are posted in that is not doing anything justice. So we're gonna hold reservations on that when it comes to what we think. Now this was the interesting one I saw. This is the continent of Satera, and this map looks massive. And I mean close enough to BDO massive, to be real. Like this is a whole area, this is a whole area, this is a whole area, down here's a whole area, over here's a whole area, over here's a whole area. And for areas like this means there's gonna be some type of like sea content. And then we might get some areas up here. Like this is enormous and I love it and I want it. And I can't wait to see what happens when it comes to this game. And we have the names of the seas as well, so hopefully we have some sea content, like some naval content going on with like, you know, ships and stuff like that. I'm looking forward for more BDO style content when it comes to this game, where you can just explore a giant world. And then more Why is this one named Michael? Wait, no, that was okay. That was just because I scrolled a little bit forward in the frames indication. Okay, so this is the character Michael. Not sure what his relevance or importance is here. And there's another screen up here that I want to actually catch up to. The Mistwood Forest. Like I said, it's just a resolution this is in because this is not doing this justice. I feel like this looks majestic as hell in game, but this picture is not doing it justice. And I feel like we need to do this justice whenever it comes out. Whenever the game comes out, I'm gonna do a tour through video of this entire map just to see what this actually looks like. And we have the Mirkwood fishing spot. Once again, it just looks. The resolution's killing it for me right now. Like it looks like the skeleton itself, the undead, looks pretty good until you like pay attention to the resolution. That's all that's bugging me right now is the resolution of everything. But there is a thingy I want to get up here. Outcast. I didn't think I seen this one earlier. This is a group of mercenaries or something that you're gonna have to fight against. And then this right here, this is the one I wanted to actually talk about, which is the classes page. So we're gonna see all the classes here. This is so from left to right, this is the assassin style class. She used what looked like a rapier as well as I forgot what the name of the sword was, but it looks like a kukuri. And then this guy was using the lance and the shield as well as a mace, it seemed like. Of course she's using a bow, she has the bow on her back. And I think she might have had a rapier as well. This guy's using the sword and shield and the great sword, or the two-handed sword. Can't say great sword because sometimes it's not a great sword. Whatever. This was the mage style girl that was casting the force that we've seen before, and then a few times against the giant wyvern. And this is the berserker that we've seen constantly. Now these are the classes we've seen, which means right now there's no actual healing class unless this character and this character can heal, or this character and this character can heal. So we might not be dealing with like a holy trinity style situation where you need a healer and then DPS. This is probably just like every class kind of fights for themselves and has their own type of sustains, which is kind of a big issue when it comes to this, because I'm not really sure if we need another BDO clone when it comes down to it. And it feels like this is what they're going for. And it's Cacao Games, the ones that actually publish BDO in the West at first. So I feel like they're trying to make their own BDO clone, and if this is what they're doing, I feel like they need to stay away from that, because if they're trying to do that, that means there's not going to be any good like dungeon play when it comes to, well, that's just BDO's thing, to be honest, because like BDO doesn't have good dungeon play. It's because of the way the classes play. So if they can find some type of synergy between the classes to make them run well in like a dungeon scenario where you can just run dungeons with your friends or run dungeons in groups, then that would be fine. But we don't want another BDO where you're just constantly grinding. There's nothing else to do but grind like mobs and group mobs and kill mobs over and over. Like a lot of people just don't want that anymore. Like we want something that's meaningful, that we're actually doing content daily and like having something to look forward to rather than just grinding mobs constantly. So let's go ahead and move forward. And this is the guy that we're talking about here, the lance and the shield. It says player 2 up here too. I don't understand why it says player 2. At least this is showing like PvP. And she's holding like an orb right here. That's cool. Okay. So she has a staff and an orb, which is I guess the orb is her second weapon. And then they're showing the ranger here with her bow. Revenant's Bow, which I'm guessing this is a boss or like a mini boss or something that's in the game. And then I think that's it for this whole preview session here. So yeah, the main things that I really wanted to talk about was this that went by quickly. This section here with the classes, and that was just the main thing, because like it's showing us a lot of information as well. It's not presenting enough information as well, because once again we see the classes, we see what's here, but we also don't see what's here, because she could be a light mage, dark mage style character where she does have heals as like part of her spec or something like that, and she can support her team, or she can go damage on the other side of her spec and just do damage. And then there's just all the other DPS. So we're probably gonna have like one healer and then the rest like tank, or this is the tank and then the rest DPS. But right now we don't know anything. We're just kind of speculating what's gonna happen for the future of this game. And I'm super excited to find out what's gonna be the deal, to be honest, because none of the guys that I've talked to can break their NDA. I'm not trying to get them to break their NDA either. I just asked them like for any like small information they can like let out. They're like, we can't do anything, bro. We're under NDA still. But when we get information, then we'll let you know. And I was like, cool, that's all I asked. Just let me know when you guys can like break your NDA, whenever you're free of that stuff. And they're keeping me up to date when it comes to any like any signups I can do for betas and stuff. So hopefully we'll be able to get into one of those. And so yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I just want to go ahead and talk over this new stuff that we saw. This was just released yesterday, actually, on Twitter. Not yesterday, but the day before yesterday on Twitter. And so I was going ahead and like pop the video out, but I waited a little bit just to let it ruminate so I can get my ideas together when it came to what I was thinking about seeing these classes up here, because this was the main attraction of the whole thing, to be honest. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. It's been forever, and peace out.